Hey y'all, Sherry G. Welcome back to the channel. So look, Love and Marriage Huntsville will be back on air this Saturday, September 16th. And as they always do, OWN has dropped a couple of more sneak peeks just to get everyone excited and all pumped up for the show. In one of the scenes that I'll be talking about in today's commentary, we have Melody and Tiffany, and I kind of touched on this a little bit already, but they're having a conversation about the whole Home Depot debacle as it relates to Kiki. So I will play some audio from that particular scene and give commentary. And then the next scene that I'm going to be giving commentary on today is a scene with Chris Fletcher and Martell Holt. So let me go ahead and run the audio with the scene where Melody and Tiffany are having a conversation regarding that whole Home Depot debacle and give my commentary first. So I'll do them each separate. Hey, and before I do any of it, if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And keep in mind that the views expressed in this commentary is all of my opinion. It's my way of seeing things, my viewpoints. And it is all for fair use. Everything is alleged. You know how it goes. So anyway, let me go ahead and run the first audio clip, give my commentary on that. I'll be right back.
I'm sure you saw on the news what happened with Kiki. What are we doing with our brands?
Girl, I cannot with you.
Why are you
This
laughing?
girl.
Well, no. So Mel, listen, we've had this talk for me, okay? Because you, out of all people, have said, Tiffany, breathe with Kiki. Like, give her time, give her a chance. Like, because I'm like, damn, Kiki. Now, when I see something like that on TV, I'm like, obviously you need help. Why on earth would you do that? I mean, the way they got the whole car in the parking lot, I was like, what is happening right now? For real, when I saw it, I had to go back and, like, rewind. I was like, this is not real. And the way that they framed it, like, we're all moms. Like, why would we even involve our kid? What are we doing? I saw it. I was like, what?
Well, you can't believe everything you see that comes across the TV screen.
Okay, y'all. So Tiffany and Mel. Whew, this scene right here, it irks me to no end. I mean, here we have Messy Boots Tiffany sitting there skinning and grinning about this Kiki situation, acting shady as heck. Because we all know that allegedly she was the one who initiated this entire Home Depot conundrum in the first place. Allegedly, she was the one who dropped the Crime Stoppers videos in the blogs to begin with. This mess went viral. So the gall of her to sit here playing in Mel's face. And Mel's sitting there looking at her like, girl, you are really something else. And you know what, y'all? Tiffany is something else indeed. She knows, first of all, that Kiki and Mel have a good relationship, for starters, right? And secondly, if what's being alleged stating Tiffany was the one who actually put that out there, then in my opinion, she's not just messy. She's a low-down snake. Meanwhile, it looks like Tiffany has her own skeletons that are about to bust her closet doors wide open. It's about to be known. Y'all know what? I'm just going to leave this right here. I'm going to leave it alone for right now. And I'll come back to Tiffany as things play out, as they unfold on the show. I mean, it's either that or we'll see what transpires out in these social media streets. Because you know, like I said, the whole Home Depot debacle, everything regarding that situation happened out in social media before it even came on the show. So we'll see what happens. I'll come back to her. So anyway, this next audio that I'm going to drop is a scene with Chris Fletcher and Martell having a conversation about his state of residency, Martell's state of residency. So let me go ahead and drop that audio clip, and I'll come back with my commentary on that. Hang tight.
Realtor, you ain't say, hey Martell, listen, You need help looking for a property?
You out of your goddamn mind.
Chris, not one.
I just asked you what a week and a half ago.
I asked you specifically. I said, Chris, do you have any properties?
I didn't have anything.
So what make you think that I can run out here in 30 days and find me something for my kids and I, if you can't find anything? As a friend, you want me just to pack up and go to a hotel with me and my children, or you don't care, or you just worried about the money?
No. It ain't about the money. It's about my fiduciary duty to the seller.
I'm a client of yours too, though. Why is it such a big? I mean, like,
but that is not the problem. That is not the problem of the owner of the house.
Friend, as a realtor.
Okay, y'all, there you have it. Martell and Chris Fletcher sitting down having a discussion about Martell's state of residency. Y'all, this scene right here, to me, it says a lot. It says a whole lot, in my opinion. Chris Fletcher has fiduciary obligations toward his clients. So in this case, the people who own the home that Martell is staying in, I mean, they want to sell their home. So when Martell's saying, is it about money? Well, it is. It is about money, especially for the people who own the home. Some have alleged that Martell's actually squatting in that house. Honestly, I can't attest to that. What I do know is that Chris is a successful businessman who understands that in the real estate business, his client's priority is first. He also understands the risk involved in allowing someone to stay in a property that belongs to one of his clients without their permission. He understands that's unethical and would be a cause to have his license revoked. So I don't know the exact circumstances around Martell's being there. I don't know if it started off as like a lease and maybe he didn't continue to pay his lease, and I don't know. I really don't know the details, or if he got permission from the clients for him to stay there for free for a certain length of time, or at a cheaper rental rate than they would have, normally have rented it out to anyone else. I really don't know, but I trust that Chris Fletcher at least started off doing things right in this situation. But as we see, they want Martell out of this house. I do believe Martell like I said, I do believe that he initially at least started living there legally. No matter what the circumstances are, it is now for him to leave the premises. And it's interesting to me that he's making Chris out to be the bad guy in this situation. Although to me, it's not at all surprising. I mean, in my opinion, and allegedly, right, this is the type of framework that Martell works in. Like, he never takes ownership for anything. And, it's just like he's oblivious, or he just feels like he's invincible to certain things happening to him in certain situations. So, in my opinion, he's showing up in true Martell fashion, blaming someone else versus taking responsibility for himself. Martell is on Chris because he had only 30 days to move out. Yet, in my opinion, he knew this time was coming and he procrastinated. He clearly stated that he asked Chris a week and a half prior to this conversation if he had any properties. And, like Chris stated in this setting, he told him he didn't have anything available. So he should have been at least a week and a half into getting a new place, in my opinion. And also, I don't believe it's on Chris. It has nothing to do with Chris. Actually, it's all on Martell. It's not on Chris because, you, Martell, have kids with no roof to place over their heads. It's not Chris's fault that you procrastinated. And y'all, he asked Chris if it was about money, like I said earlier. And Chris answered that it was about his fiduciary responsibilities to his clients. And that's true. But y'all know that means, hell yeah, it's about money, right? I mean, Chris isn't working for free. So to me, this scene proves that Martell thinks he's still untouchable. He still uses the kids to leverage when certain situations arises. If it was totally really about the kids, he would be situated and not bouncing from kiver to kiver, post to post, wherever he lays his hat as his home, allegedly. I mean, he really needs to get himself all the way together. But anyway, y'all, that's all I have for this video. The show will be airing Saturday, and we'll see what happens. Of course, I will be back with more commentary as the show airs. In the meantime, if anything else drops, of course, I'll be back to give commentary on that as well. Again, if you haven't done so, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you all for being here. Hit the notification bell. I will be back. Until then, ciao.